DDNEX2!
Well, we do have a first Kimi ban. So we don't see Grok. Is Gosu trying to throw some tricks so that they can get Grok pick?
We have to see about that because normally when you ban out Kimi, so that means there is no jungle
Your
invasion
team is
already
banned.
from either teams. But DD said, you know what? If you're banning Kimi, I'll ban out Grok. We will not see Grok coming out in this game. Sadly to say, I think the American teams, they are very, very cautious with leaving Grok outside, which is actually the opposite of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia or Asian teams, they prefer to let Grok being selected onto the side of either teams, but they will ban out the priority bans, which are of course the majors in play. But now let's see what Team Gosu will do. They will ban out
Your
Xborg.
team
I
is
think
banned.
Xborg is also one of the key essential fighter heroes, which is very, very impactful, especially with the ultimate and the Firaga armor proneness. The next ban, Peach, what is your prediction?
A possible Kufra ban. Esmeralda does get
And
banned.
the reason why she says she wanted Kufa to ban because she wanted Esmeralda to be out, but sadly,
I was hoping for an Esmeralda pick again. It's good to have her around, you know.
yeah.
Her swinging around, mesmerized in her beauty. But it looks like Gosu is taking much longer than expected with their first pick. Okay, so the trend that we notice is that they will always pick the core players first instead of the tanks. But they
Your
will
team
go
is
with the
picking.
Terrorista pick. And DDNEX might want to reconsider their drafting pick as compared to the first game. They will snatch Harith away from Gosu.
Most likely going in with the tank support like you mentioned. I think this time around DD
Kufra.
shouldn't risk any chances.
Your team
And
is
Kofra
picking.
will be selected from DDNEX2. I think this is a great fit, especially with Harith, because Kofra is one of those tank heroes could not only sustain for himself or for his team, but at the same time, he's able to deal damage with the poking abilities. However, Gosu again, General, with his signature Granger. He's going to be go power, Granger and General at the same time. You know, speaking of which, Granger and General stands for GG. Yeah, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet because the previous round, General was playing a little bit lackluster, as
Lolita.
Gosu will pick
Your
up Lolita
team is
as one of their
picking.
primary tanks.
Yep, instead of a Minotaur. Minotaur is still open, but it looks like they will use it to go against Kufra. Kufra, who has been banned out the first two matches of the day. Today we are now at the third match of the day, and Kufra finally makes it through. It's like Esmeralda and Kufra are taking
Your
turns.
team
Yeah,
is
You know.
Esmeralda and Kufra, both are tanks by the way.
Yep, and it looks like Gosu and DD does switch their draft picks from the first game. This is really interesting. Second phase of ban does come in, and a few key heroes that hasn't been picked yet. Like I would think maybe Lunox might
Your
be
team is banning.
taken by Gosu.
Lunox can be taken from Gosu's side, but don't forget, DD can ban it out as well. So they had to force them to
Selena.
use Selena. Oh yeah, so you have to choose between those two poison.
Yep.
Let me think. I think if I am DD, I will ban out Selena. 'Cause
Yeah,
Selena
I
can
would
proxy
ban.
around as well.
Yeah, exactly. I will ban Selena out as well. Oh, they're having a tough time deciding.
Yeah, this is where you choose your poison. Which poison is much more poisonous or much more impactful on the side of Gosu. And it will be Gushing instead.
Your
So
team
now
is
Team
picking.
Gosu can select either Lunox or Selena if DD does not select them.
Yep. Well, Lydia and Guinevere hasn't made their appearance yet as well today, but I don't know. It's still open. US, the teams from North America has been surprising us since the stream has started. So you really can't expect. You can't even predict anymore. You know, they have Estes. They brought out Estes. We had Angela. We had Rafaela even. And we do get the Minotaur pick. Like you
Minotaur.
said earlier,
Your
they
team
had
is picking.
they didn't have enough tanks. They didn't have tanks to be exact. So now they will have two.
They will have two, and those are S tier tanks in hand. But look at that. Gosu, they are hovering for that Guinevere and that Gord, wanting to show some Kamehameha from the side of Gord's ultimate. But Lydia as well could be a good choice to be selected. However, Hoon is going to be taking the Kagura. The Umbrella Queen will make her mark again as the last member or the last hero will be Guinevere. And now Guinevere, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, Guinevere can be played as the off-lane mage to her advantage.
She should be actually, if you ask me. She's quite item dependent, item reliant, right?
Yeah.
So you need to get the farm as soon as you can. So I think DD might have a little bit of problem going against Gosu at this point. They do have the mobility, they do have the crowd control at the same time, and we all know Guinevere, if she hits you, you're dead, you're out.
Yeah, Guinevere is
a promising pick here compared to the first game. And we do have Gosu on the blue side and DDNEX2 on the red. Let's look at the rotation there. Spicing things up a little bit, they do make space for Selena and Leomord, both in the top and bottom lane, while they do have a 3-man rotation in the middle lane, but still no jungle invasion just yet.
no jungle invasion yet, and I felt like DDNEX2, they should have been a bit more aggressive to go in for the early jungle pickoff, but it's okay. They want to go in for the core objectives first. Take out the river crab, denying entry from the side of Gosu. And you can see that this is a very, very heavy support from the side of Harif. Both Minotaur and this Kufra will be supporting one another, while Selena and Leomord solo laning together. And oh, it looks like oh, that's a very nice animation recall over there from Gosu Loud. But you can see that Team DDNEX, they are having the rotations quickly. They are bringing Leomord back to the bottom lane, which is his prior choice or priority lane to deal with. And Selena trying her very best to fend for herself, as the rest of the team will try to go for multiple objectives as the turtle here.
Well, it looks like they are trying to initiate, very aggressive play by DDNEX right there. Turtle is coming up. Selena is just standing by at the corner, just waiting for an opportunity to prop. And it looks like...
Oh, the arrow does hit though onto Lolita, but that is the wrong hero that you want to target with. So unfortunately for DDNEX2, they will not continue on with the fight. However, two teams are just side by side with one another, trying to control this very first turtle in contention. But we have to wait and see which teams starts off this skirmish. We'll have Kufra, very good initiation hero. He can pop out the Tyrant's Revenge if he wants to start off the fight. Does have level 4 already as well, so both Tyrant's Revenge and Tyrant's Rage. But then look at that, it's a one-on-one fight. Leomord in a lot of trouble. The My Little Pony coming at the wrong time, and it will Asik. Meanwhile, Gosu continuing on with their aggression here. Terisla does go in with the penalty zone, but there's no follow-up from the side of Team Gosu. Loud not going in loud and proud. He's going to get bisted down, but look at the follow-up from Team Gosu. General slicing them down with the gun. Rhapsody and the Rondo with the lucky 6 will be enough for the rest of the team to take their respective kills and get the total.
General does live up to his name and his hero. GG, he will solo. Turtle does get the kill shortly after, but it's kind of dangerous but no one seems to be helping him. Kagura just passing
very
by.
Funny, he dies. So.
There was a close one. Hermit is available, but just look at the rotation that's coming from them, Gosu. The follow-up is great. DDNEX, on the other hand, is struggling quite a bit. They seem to like to group up a lot, but makes very questionable initiations.
I mean, the positioning is a little bit dull here, but Loud, not going in, loud and proud. But he's going to use the penalty zone ultimate. He's going to call for backup, and backup it comes. Look at that. The Violet Requiem from Guinevere will be enough. Unfortunately, Terisla will lose his life for this fight. Meanwhile, the rest of the members of Team Gosu, they will continue on to break havoc onto DDNEX2, while Gosu General on the top lane is able to take down one more turret in fight. Meanwhile, look at this Oppo with Asik one-on-one. The offlaners doing their pride here as Oppo misses the shot over here from the momentum.
Well, that was a great play by Gosu right there. You know, I think DDNEX is hesitating a lot. The thing is that when the opportunity, you know, the time has passed, and you just shouldn't linger around there and hesitate, because that's money right there. You're standing and money is just running away. So lots of time wasted. Oh, does get the Minotaur kill.
Wow. The Death Sonata landing the final blow, killing off one of the primary tanks from the side of DDNEX2. DDNEX2, even though they have a well-balanced lineup this time around, and it's supposed to snowball for the early to mid-game, it's not working out for them. As Team Gosu continuing onwards with their push, they will rotate back and try to take map control from the jungle of DDNEX2.
Well, DDNEX2's execution is kind of sloppy at this point. Kufra not as effective and impactful as we wished he would be. Although there's a lot of babysitting for Harith going on, and Gosu is just happily going around. They're gonna go for the turtle, gets another turtle, and DDNEX just stands by there and watch, and the positioning, it's not that great.
Yeah, the positioning is very, very eccentric, I would say. They don't have the members to cover from all angles, and they're going to let the turtle into the hands of Team Gosu. But, you know, it's already calculated. I think they don't have the levels, they don't have the firepower to take on Gosu at their current state. Meanwhile, Team DD, they will try to secure their buff, but then it to no avail. Look at that, coming in with the Lolita Munion Blast, but then it is the battle of attrition. Loud will be running away with the regen, waiting for the rest of the members to do it. A nice flicker for the Mionian Fury. It looks like this is going to be a fight for the time, but no can do. Guinevere, Asik, and of course Hun with the Kagura and the Guinevere. Those two combo wombo dealing so much damage. DDNEX2 wanting to start the fight, but ended up as the losers.
Once again, that was a 4-man fight. Just look at how Gosu turns things around, right? The blink of an eye, I give you some hope, and then I just snatched it away from you. Just like that, they just turned the table over as and when they like. It's quite a great team play coming from Gosu right here. And DDNEX, you know, Kufra could be the eye, the map eye for DDNEX, but he's not necessarily doing so. I think there's a little bit over babysitting that's happening right here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Kufra coming in, he's supposed to be somewhat like the ward, trying to start things off, especially with Tyrant's Rage and Revenge. Unfortunately, he falls down again. It will be Hun to secure this follow-up kill. And now Gosu, they know they have the firepower, even though with the My Little Pony, Leomorph falls down already. Guinevere comes in with a kill, and Mionian Fury is not enough to stop Hun and the rest of the Gosu team. It is time for Gosu time. Here, they continue on puncturing into the defenses of DDNEX2. It's just 7 minutes. A game that was supposed to be into the favor of DDNEX2 because of the mages. They couldn't capitalize on that.
Yep, just look at the gold difference. Is insane coming from Gosu. Only 8 minutes in, they're already at 27,000, but DDNEX2 is only at 15,000. That is a total of 12. Oh shit, the number just moved. So just look at Gosu, just kept going and going, objectives after objectives. They never waste time when it comes to buffs. And then also when it comes to turtles, they just secure one after another. No time wasted.
Oh, a Shadow Mask used by one of the members here as they will go in for this engagement. It is all done and dusted from the side of Team DDNEX2. A double kill from General himself. They will punch her into the mid lane and most likely will be a GG. They're going to wait for the next minion wave, but it's okay. They're going to take it. They're going to take it with 1 minion, and that is it. It's all over. DDNEX2, they will fall down into crumbles as Gosu time is real. 2-0. Congratulations to Team Gosu as they beat Team DDNEX2.
Yep, they will move on to the semi-finals that's happening tomorrow. But I guess the question right now is that who will have to face the wrath of Gosu tomorrow?
Yes, it's gonna be either Team Kati Puneros